Hi, there were about 10 of you in the class who did not turn in the teacher welcome video plan, which was an assignment that was assigned during the first module of this semester. So the purpose of this video is, we'll see, because you did not submit it, first of all, I gave you a 0, just so that it catches your attention and hopefully you notice this at the beginning of the semester. That's one thing. But because you did not submit the assignment, I have to assume, because it's an online course, it's sometimes hard for me to tell what's going on, right, without having a conversation with each of you. So the assumption I have to make is that you are not, well, one assumption I might try to make here is that you did not know how to submit it. Okay, so that's part of me giving you the benefit of the doubt. It could be that you intentionally didn't do it and you don't plan to do it, and that's another matter, and that's fine. But assuming that you did intend to get your work in on time, I do want to let you know that I give students the benefit of the doubt the first module. I know that we're in a new learning management system. It's hard to get around. You might not be aware of when this assignment was due for some reason, and there are ways in which I can see how it could be confusing. So I completely understand in this case. Okay, so it's not an issue for you to redo this, submit it, get it in, and move on. Okay, but the purpose of this video then is for me to, I'm going to walk you step by step and show you why you should have known that this was due, and then hopefully this will help you in the future modules to know how to know what's due. Okay. All right. So I'm on the. Let me go out. Okay. So you log into CourseDen, right? And then you find our class. Let's see, where is it? And you go in there, and then the place you want to go anytime you want to figure out what you're supposed to be working on is content. And mine looks a little different from yours, so I'm going to go over to this option here. This is probably more like what you see. You see this list of stuff. And I just expanded session 1 orientation. So you want to make sure each, you know, that you work through all the content that's available in order. And when you finish the content from one session, you can move on to the next one. But you want to make sure you're doing it according to the schedule. The schedule is set by this thing here, the course plan. This will tell you when things are due. So I'm assuming you've gone through all of this stuff, but you want to go like through session 1. Session 1 stuff happened during the first 2 weeks of the course, and that included, as you can see here, the Dropbox Teacher Welcome Video Plan. So section 4 was all about the Teacher Welcome Video. This is the instructions page, and this is the actual Dropbox where you would submit. Okay, so this was all module 1, or sorry, session 1 work that you needed to have done. Some of it's just reading things, some of it's watching videos, and some of it's actual assignments. And the way you know how to do this is in each module, as you probably know, there's a session checklist that tells you what you need to do in this module. And if you're not certain about deadlines, the place you want to look is the course plan. Okay? There's a second place that you'll be able to look soon when I get it ready, and that is the calendar tool in D2L. And I'm going to send out an announcement through the news widget. So let me back up. Soon, going back into the class, on the class homepage, you will see a news announcement here pop up where I show you how I've inputted due dates into the calendar tool. And then I will actually teach you how to use that to figure out when things are due. But before that's happened, till then, we have another way to know that's pretty clear about when things are due, and that's the course plan itself. So let me just show you, and I'll come back to that in a minute. Let me show you the session checklist just to make sure you know about it. Here's the checklist of all the things you wanted to do. Here's important information, and then step by step you want to do this stuff. Do this, do that, do the other. One thing it says is read that course plan and view the video why this course plan is so important and how to use it. Make sure you've done that. That's how you learn how to figure out what's due. Scrolling down here, you see that you were to read that teacher welcome video plan instructions, and then you were to draft a plan and submit it to the Dropbox. So that's something you were supposed to do in this module. So now let's go ahead and look at this course plan I keep talking about. you'll notice that session 1 ran from Monday, January 7th to Sunday, January 20th. On Sunday, January 20th, and we see it here repeated over here, Sunday, January 20th, these items were due, including your teacher welcome video plan. Okay? And now this video is being made on January 30th, so we're actually in session 2 while I make this video. So we're well past session 1 when this thing was due. Okay? At the end of the course, April 21st is our final deadline, with our totally drop dead deadline April 24th. Now I set pretty much all the drop boxes to say April 24th because I need them to be open for everybody to use them so we can have a back and forth in the drop boxes. I need those to just be open till that time, so that's why if the Dropbox says this date, you need to be wary of any of the Dropbox. You need to be wary of this date, Wednesday, April 24th. This is not an actual deadline for your individual assignments. Individual assignments need to be turned in according to the course plan deadline, and then again according to the deadlines that will be inputted into the calendar tool very soon. Again, I had to make that decision. I could make it so Dropbox is slammed shut. Like if this one had slammed shut on January 20th, then you wouldn't be able to access it now. But because it's set for April whatever, you're able to go in and submit it late if you need to, which is what you're doing now. So you have to use this course plan to know when things are due. Put these dates onto your own calendar, into your own daily planner, or however you stay organized, and just keep track of it. But this is the sort of definitive resource for deadlines. Okay, so let's look then at the teacher welcome video section. You want to expand number 4 here, which you'll notice that all this stuff corresponds with the checklist we were looking at earlier. Let me show you that checklist. So we've got this checklist, we've got these different sections, and so we've got the teacher welcome video section. It says read this thing in bold, and then submit to this thing. And I try to make everything line up. So under teacher welcome video plan, we've got the instructions here, and then we've got the Dropbox here. Okay, so you read these instructions, you do whatever it says, and then you go to the Dropbox, and your Dropbox probably looks different from this, I'm not really sure, but you go in here and you submit. If you don't know how to submit a Dropbox, you go up here to UWG Online. You go to Students and Faculty. It's thinking. And then you go to Student Help. And then on the home page here, we've got all kinds of stuff. This right here is going to teach you how to use the Dropbox, how to submit a file, and then you can, it's all step by step with print text, and then you can watch a video. So again, when are assignments due? You can always check the old course plan, which I'll try to provide a link to in every single module. But aside from that, you probably want to bookmark it yourself or save it, hang on to it, and put it somewhere. It's also, I believe, in the syllabus. For this one assignment, you can turn it in late, no problems. For any module, first module, anything from session 1, I give everybody some flexibility. I always do that. That's not a problem because I know that there's a lot going on, and some people add late and they get overwhelmed and so on and so forth. So I'm completely happy to be understanding on that. But in the future, if you have to submit things late, if you miss a deadline, you get one freebie. And that's through the OOPS Dropbox. You can read about that in the syllabus. Check that out. Look for the OOPS information. That's your one freebie. Beyond that, there's a pretty strict penalty applied to anything that's late. Anything else, you get one freebie after this point, which is still quite, generous and helpful. Probably more so than other classes. And I think it's important to give you guys some wiggle room in an online class. Plus, in a situation where it's not, I don't know, I think if you can give wiggle room, I think it's okay to do so. So I do that for you guys, but I just want to make sure you understand how to figure out when things are due, and so that you can feel sure about when to submit things on time. All right, I hope this helps, and do let me know if you plan to turn this in. All right, thanks. Bye-bye.